Hello, Namaste everyone. It's me Kamraz Alam. I welcome you all to our beautiful platform, the Madeverse. Today we are going to discuss about lungs and alveoli in a very crystal clear manner, and we are continuing our series of respiratory system. Okay, look about lungs. About lungs. Lung is the major respiratory organ, isn't it? Lung is major respiratory organ. Okay, lung is major respiratory organ. Respiratory organ. In our competitive exams like CEE, several questions ask like how many lobes are present in the lung. Okay, lobes present in lungs. So I am going to give you here the very easy way to remember this. Okay, tell me if the question is being asked about human. So now you guys tell me, in human how many letters are there? Count with me. Okay, HUMAN, human. Okay, count here 1 2 3 4 5. So number of lobes of lung in human 5. Okay, in the same manner tell me in rabbit, RABBIT. Count the words and get the lobes. Count the word and get the lobes. RABBIT, 6. So number of lobes of lung in rabbit is going to be 6. Okay, we just not remember this. I will make you see this or visualize this. Okay, listen over here. In right lung, how many fissures are there? In right lung there are 2 fissures. Okay, so this is going to divide the lungs into 1, 2 and 3 lobes. Okay, but in left lung there is only 1 fissure, so it is going to divide the lungs into 1 and 2. So from here, right lung we have 3 lobes and in the left lung we have 2 lobes. Clear? If you appreciate this figure in a very clear way, then you can see here that in the right lung there is oblique fissure as well as horizontal fissure or transverse fissure. But in case of left lung, which type of fissure can you appreciate over here? Here is only and only the oblique fissure. So the question has been asked several times that the horizontal fissure dividing the lungs into upper lobe and lower lobes is present in right lung, left lung, both, none. What will be the answer? Right lung. Clear? Is it okay up to this much? Okay. Now listen to me very carefully. Okay. If you appreciate over here, beside the right lung there is the presence of liver. Okay, beside the right lung there will be the presence of liver, and this liver is going to push the right lung upward. Okay, so the right lung will be more wider and vertically less in length or shorter in length but wider, because it is being pushed up by liver beneath it. Okay, so what I can say that maximum volume of air will be entering into right lung. Can I notice that, or can I note that? Okay, maximum volume of air present in right lung. Is it easy to remember or not? Now tell me one thing. Lining epithelium of lung will be what? Lining epithelium of lung. And if you have the basic concept from the animal tissue chapter, then you must answer this question. Listen to me if you don't have any sorts of concept regarding this. Okay, let's suppose in the lungs what will be there? There will be the phenomenon of gaseous exchange, and for gaseous exchange what is easy, or which lining epithelium will support this phenomenon in a more efficient way? That is our simple squamous epithelium, because it is the most thin okay, and its lining epithelium will be very thin, so it will support the gaseous exchange in a very easy manner. That's why the lining epithelium of lung is simple squamous epithelium. Okay, simple squamous epithelium. Clear? There is little bit of sound disturbance or noise disturbance, so ignore that. Okay, let's focus on our study. From here, regarding the lungs, about its feature, done. Okay, right lung is up, left lung is down or lower. It's okay, done. Now let's study about the cells present in the lung. Okay, cells present in the lung. Lung have two types of cell. How many types of cell? Two types of cell. That is our pneumocytes, pneumocyte type 1, and one is our pneumocyte type 2. Okay, here we also have to be very specific in these two types of cell, that this pneumocyte 2 is our secretory in nature. What am I saying? It is secretory in nature, and if it is secretory in nature, then its lining epithelium must be what? Simple cuboidal epithelium. Is it okay? Simple cuboidal epithelium. And note that this pneumocyte type 1 is the one which lining epithelium is simple squamous epithelium. Okay, simple squamous epithelium. So it is going to take part in gaseous exchange, isn't it? So it is going to take part in gaseous exchange. Okay, done. So from here, can you tell me that this pneumocyte type 2 is going to secrete something, and what are that which is being secreted from the pneumocyte type 2? And that is our surfactant. What is surfactant? Okay, surfactant. And if you have heard about from the RAS system, and if you haven't studied, then I have uploaded this video as well on our YouTube channel. You can go there and watch that video. Okay, from that concept, let me tell you one thing. In lung, the angiotensin 1 gets converted to angiotensin 2 by the help of which enzymes? Angiotensin converting enzyme. Okay, so this angiotensin converting enzyme is being secreted from pneumocyte type 2 of lungs. Okay, in our next video we will be dealing about alveoli in a very crystal clear manner. So be updated, and if this video is helping you in any manner, then do subscribe this channel. Okay, it's a genuine request to you guys. Done. Let's wrap up over here. See you in next video. Take care.